Oh, yo, what's good, everybody? Look, I know I haven't uploaded. It's been a while. It don't matter though. I'm back, and this video, it's a banger. I'm giving you guys a secret to being a demigod like myself. I give you guys some tips on ISOing and all my dribble moves, styles, everything you guys need to know. You're a pro, superstar, anything. You're a noob. You just came from the PS Plus because you got 2K20 for free. I got you with this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, whatever it is, all the dilly and all the stuff. Get your boy popping, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Make you guys on bumps, if that makes sense. Yeah, whatever. Here's my dribble styles. You guys can pause the video and copy them. But I just want to do a quick show you guys what it looks like, so you guys know what moves to quick. Alright, so I would recommend you guys, to start off, recommend you guys go to the Pro-Am, because that's the most realistic movement you'll get, because my court isn't really all that realistic. The moving hesitation, or the hesitation crossover, which is the hezi, the sigs, whatever you guys want to call it. The most overpowered broken game move in the game, where like even bums do it all the time. Alright, to start this move off, what you guys want to learn how to do is how to do the hesitation. In case you don't know what hesitation is, you're gonna dribble to the whatever side the ball is on, whatever hand. So the ball's on my left hand, I'm going left side. And what you're gonna do is hold R2, and as you're running to the left side, you're gonna flick your right stick diagonal down to the left side, diagonal down left. You're gonna go and let go of R2 once you've flicked down, so you can get the hezi. Okay, once you've practiced this move, the hesitation, what you're going to do next is implement, I don't know if I said that right, implement the crossover to the hesitation. So ball's on your left hand, and the way you do the crossover between the legs is with your right stick, flick it diagonal down to the opposite hand. So the ball is on my left hand, I want to get it to my right hand, so I'm going to flick my right stick diagonal down to the right side, and it should give you this between the legs move. If you get any other move, it's fine, just practice it, eventually you'll get the hang of it. And then once you do that, once you have that down, you add it to the hesitation. It goes between the legs, hesitation between the legs, hesitation between the legs, hesitation between the legs. Now just practice that move. You can do it walking, running. You don't have to hold R2 if you feel comfortable. But if you want to get that speed boost, it's recommended you just do R2. And okay, now the next step, once you've practiced this move, the hesitation and cross, hesitation, cross, hesitation, cross, then this is where you start to implement all that by just holding R2, so you can get the speed boost. So I'm at the ball in my right hand, I'm gonna go right, so don't let go of R2 and just do that, the hezi cross. You have to do it like fast. So you go hezi cross down, hezi cross down, hezi cross down. Now, if that's a little too hard for you, then just keep practicing what I had taught earlier, which is the hesitation and the cross the legs, hesitation, diagonal down to the bottom right, whatever opposite of where the ball is. And then eventually, once you get the hang of it, you can do it by just holding R2. A different understanding to it is picture a square around your right joystick, and you want to get that you want to move your right stick to the bottom left corner. So hesitation, and then what you do is flick it down like that. You want to flick it to the opposite corner, the bottom right corner, like that. Then rinse and repeat depending on what ball, the side the ball hand is in. That's what you want to do. Okay, now that you've practiced your sigs, your moving hesitation cross, whatever you want to call it, you're gonna implement new moves into it to make you a more shiftier and not basic bum player. And what you are going to do is it's a change in speed. you learn the brand new move with the moving, the hesitation crossover, and you want to become shiftier. So what you're gonna do is hesitation. You get in the rhythm of it. Obviously, the person guarding you is gonna see how predictable it is. So you're gonna want to do his teach you guys how to switch speeds, which is. So I'll start you guys off. I'll show you guys an example of what it looks like, and then I'll set you guys on that. Okay, now that I showed you guys what it would look like, I'm gonna show you how to do that. So change the speed, change the direction. We're gonna flick the opposite direction. So the ball is on my left hand, I'm gonna flick right as I'm holding R2. So you can get this like big crossover. And a lot of people use Iverson because that's like the best one to get space for. Either direction, you go back, forth, back, side to side. Yeah. So now what I'm going to teach you is how to change speeds without the moving hesitation, or the sigs, because I know it'll be a little confusing. How it is, so you're running, let go, cross, driving, or shoot through whatever you're planning on doing. So run, let go, let go, cross. Again, you're running, let go, everything, cross. Now, in order to do it with the hezi, once you've got that down and practice it, and you kind of get the hang of it, you're going to apply the sigs to it. So you're zigzagging, and then all of a sudden you want to get shifty on them, and make them be like, I ain't a bum, I ain't predictable. So what you're gonna do is on the last hesitation you plan on doing, the direction you're running, you're gonna cross like that. So let go of everything and then cross again, like we practice it. So running, hesitation, let go of everything, cross, and then clear lane. Because when you're running and you get through the cross, the change of speed, you get a little speed boost. Same goes for doing the zigzags, you get speed boost off of it. But like the cross is probably the best one that I think for you to get a bigger speed boost, which is why you can also do the cross and the speed boost as well. Now there's different variations to how you can break out of the hesitation to confuse your opponent. You can do cross. You can do the momentum dribble. With it, it's just learning how to combo and do all these moves, and just being patient because it is confusing. And then yeah. Now another move that's good for getting space. Let's say you've been playing your defender the whole game and you've drove by many times. It's like your third time driving in on him, so he's a little more aware of your tendencies, which is driving in. So what you can do is you break out your original combos, and then what you could do is you could fake the drives, right? So you're running in and you drop everything, like you let go of your stick and R2 and all that. Then you take a step back, and depending on how well you know how to shoot and all that stuff, you can get yourself an open three. And they say you're like my build, the two-way slashing playmaker, which isn't really a shooting build. Most of the time I get slack, people take a step back, or they just give me the space for the three because they don't think I can shoot. The way you can do that is the same way I taught you guys to do the chain of momentums, where you practice this just holding R2 and you flick your stick to the opposite hand. So it's to my right hand and flick to the left while holding R2 still, like don't let go of it. And same goes for the snatch. For taking a step back, you hold R2 and just flick your right stick down, and you start doing the little pullback. Okay, and now for one of my favorite moves to pull off in a nicer situation is the momentum dribble. So the way you want a momentum dribble is, I'm gonna start with the ball in my left hand. So what you're gonna do is hold R2, and with your right stick, you're gonna flick diagonal right, and with your left stick, you do the same thing, but a little bit after, like right after you do the right. So you're gonna do the right, and as soon as you do the right, you do the left stick. You're gonna have to hold it for like a split second just so you can get the move, because if you just flick it, you're gonna get the pullback. You're gonna get the move. You're not gonna get the full momentum dribble. It's gonna do like the Sham God. And then the same goes for the same other hand. You want to make sure you hold it, because then if you don't hold it, you can get that movement. And now the combo I like to pull off is when I'm over here, like around this type of area. I like to do the I like to momentum dribble. I like to momentum dribble twice, and then fake the drive, and then E2-3. These moves will take a little bit of time to perfect in game, because obviously being in my court and having a defender on you is a whole different situation. But if you want to, you could practice having an AI in your my court, because it does work. And I've had this thing where if it works on an AI that's programmed by the game, it can work on an actual person who are bummier. Alright, so heading towards the end, I'm gonna teach you guys how to do one of the most iconic moves, which is the curry behind the back. This curry behind the back is probably like the most abused move. Like, you seen Grinding DF pull it off, and it's probably one of my main go-to moves. Yeah, when he's on his guard build, just cook up doing that exact move, because that move is like crazy. It's basically unguardable if you're like a speed boosting demigod. Now what you're gonna do to practice the move is same thing with the crosses, the change of speed, the change of direction crosses. You're gonna want to just, instead of flicking it side to side, you're gonna flick it horizontal down. So now if you want, you can just practice doing this back and forth, because honestly it's simple. It's like the same thing with the crossover. When you're running your leg go, everything, and do the move. This move will come out the cleanest. It'll probably be the smoothest you have, because it changes the speeds, but you still keep like your acceleration going. So it won't slow you down like the crossover does, the change speed crossover. The curve behind the back will just keep you going with the same momentum you already had. That's why it's so unguardable. That's how most of these comp players use it. Like, any comp player that you see that runs the pick and roll, or just the screener and the shooter, they would do that move a lot, because it's like, you're running, you see your man that's guarding you hit the screen, behind the back, you have a wide open. That's an easy 3. And for the last and final move I'm gonna teach you guys is, I call it the bailout move. I'm not sure if it has a name for it, but hold R2, let me show you what it looks like first. It's gonna look something like this. It's basically a move that'll like bail you up to the 3-point line, or like even if like let's say you're up here, you're on a fast break, and sometimes it has occurred to me where I'm on a fast break and then I catch the ball right here, like somewhere inside, and I want to take the 3-pointer for game. So it's a little difficult, like, you know, having to run back, turn around, and do all that. So what I do at times is I do the bailout move, because I feel like it's a lot quicker to get into your spot than having to run back and do the snatch back or anything move like that. So, and this move works for any build, you know. Obviously better ball handling, faster it is, and my ball handling is not that high for being a slashing playmaker, so keep that in mind. Now what you want to do is hold R2, and depending where the ball is depending where you're gonna flick your stick. So the ball is on my left hand, I'm gonna hold R2, and on my right stick I'm gonna rotate it going from 12 o'clock to 6. If it's on my left, okay, on the left hand I'm gonna do it counterclockwise to 6 o'clock. And as I do that, I'm gonna hold my left stick back so I can like pull back, you know. All like you can do it all at the same time. So back, and it pulls you back. Try it. If you don't understand, I'll try to explain a little bit better, but that's as simple as it gets. You start from 12 o'clock, depending on what hand it is. So it's on the left hand, I start from 12 o'clock, I go counterclockwise to 6, and then you hold your left stick back, so it makes you pull back. Same thing for right hand, you go from 12 to 6, but clockwise, and then you just hold your stick back.